Okay, Lady Ada, what's this?
All right, we're gonna see if the baby lets me do a video.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm getting back to some older projects like this. u-blox SAM MQ8. This is a GPS module. It's a really nice one from u-blox. It's a built-in antenna. You can see the little chips. Those are on purpose. Those are what tune the antenna. Coin cell battery on the back. It can do UART or I2C, so it's got some QT. And what's cool about this is that, like, yes, it can output NMEA data, like your standard GPS, whatever, 9600 baud, 15, 56, 7600 baud, whatever. But also do I2C with or UART with parsable messages. And so we implemented, last time we did a video about this, we implemented some of the messages, but here's the deal. I was using I think Claude Code or Claude Sonnet maybe, or ChatGPT. This is literally a 475 page, look up here, 475. It's a huge data sheet documenting every single command and how to use it. And some of these commands, to be fair, are like for the automotive assistance, and some of them are for RTK, but still, it's a lot. And I was like, man, I really don't want to have to go through all this and implement it. But as of this winter, with the improvement of models and also using my new Claude Pi setup, where I'm running the what's it, Clawbot? What's it called now? OpenClaw. Sorry, Molt Clawbot on a Raspberry Pi, and I'm connecting the Pi up to a QT Py RP2040, and then to the module itself. And you can even see it's got a fix. We have a big enough window here that can get a fix. And then I'm having OpenClaw actually control Codex as a sub-agent. And it made, so like the way I tend to use this stuff is I have Opus 4.6, which is a very advanced, smart, but kind of expensive and limited model. Limited in this you will eventually run out of tokens very quickly. I have it plan the code, and then I have Codex write it. So for example, under docs, implementation plan, and I reviewed this. So this is what was written by Opus. It reviewed every command, and it was what do we need to do? What is optional? What's going to work well? What do people need? The prioritization, any notes. Some of these things are monitoring, so it's not as important. Advanced, these are RTK modules, and these command sets are used for all u-blox. So even if I don't use it for this particular module, the next module that they generate I stock, like the Dan 10. Those
generate once, deploy everywhere.
Yeah, deploy once. And then here's the ones it's skipping, because it's well, these are unlikely to be used. Although we could always implement them as required, maybe these should be last. And it basically has a plan for how to do the struct-based parsing. So basically, it reads the data from I2C and UART, and then it memcopies it to a struct that has all the bit fields pulled out. If you look at the protocol description, maybe you can find a section that has so you see the fields have there's different elements for each field, and it ends with it starts with a start byte, it ends with a checksum, but this data as it's read in this is just a location data, for example. This will be mapped onto a struct, and then I can extract it later pretty easily. And then each command I had, I think it was both Opus and Codex or Gemini worked together. They went through the data sheet and extracted it and turned it into markdown. So instead of having to parse a PDF over and over again, it's made it into a format that's very much easier for the models to. Baby woke up.
Baby calls.
But baby has something to say. It's much easier for the models to parse, and also for me to analyze to make sure that okay, this is the truth that they're working from. Is this correct? So it's going through and it's implementing them one by one. It's done 4 so far. So far so good. It's basically running itself. And what's nice is I'm going to basically tell it, hey, overnight, just do all of this, design tests for each message type. Test, because you've got a fix, you've got satellites you can read, so you'll know if the data is valid, and I'll just check in the morning. So this is kind of the dream of coding. There's no reason for me to implement 1,000 message parsers here and to transcribe each struct from the data sheet. Instead, I'll have it do it overnight, and it'll write the test for me. I'll check the test, I'll check the code, But it'll save me a bunch of steps. Also, it can fix itself if it makes mistakes.
All right.
Cool stuff.
Cool. All right. Baby time.